we're just sitting there like that.
Why doesn't it come up on here? Maybe I'll refresh. Oh, there it is. Why hasn't it come up on here?
Big hood in the building. What up?
Are we going right now?
Oh, we're going?
The Dallas Cowboys. What up?
What up? How about the boys? How about the boys? What up? How about the boys? How about the boys? What up? They bringing noise.
I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys. We back. AJ asked, he's like, "Do I have time to grab a drink?" I'll quickly do the socials then. Did he have to go to the store to grab his beer? I thought he just had to go to a fridge. I didn't know he was gonna take that long.
I know. He kind of just dodged us. Underwear out. Look at him. He's changing it up there.
There it is. Hey, he's got to pop him if he got him. So
Pop him if you got him, son.
Before we go into the socials or do anything, we're gonna obviously just say, as you can tell, AJ Bandwagon Boy 2 is not in studio. He is pop him if you got him. He is actually OOC out of country. AJ, where are you at, buddy?
I am actually reporting live here from Bangkok, Thailand.
And what time is it there?
It's 8:30.
You don't know what time you're in.
8:45. 8:47.
8:47 a.m.
A.m. and he's cracking
He's
popping a changarang. So that's the type of drink. So AJ will be gone for the next couple months. I'm gonna be subbing in the best I can. While I'm saying this, I'm gonna hop right to the socials. You can pretty much find all our socials at cowboyscanfan.com. And it's kind of the main hub to the rest of our stuff. As you scroll down, you'll see we have our audio. We have our Instagram, which has bomb-ass memes, bomb-ass reels. You keep on scrolling and you get to the YouTube, which if any of you are watching this right now, you already subscribe. And if you don't, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe. And then last but not least, actually, there's still two more. We got the TikTok where we don't do crazy dances, but we might at some point.
Yeah,
we might do some. And then I was scrolling through. Sorry, I was scrolling through, and then obviously our hottest one. Look at our retweets. Look at our likes. Almost all zeros on our Twitter.
But we had Gallup hitting us. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was Pollard.
Sorry, Pollard. I'm thinking Gallup because I've been bitching about Gallup.
It was Pollard. But anyways, you can basically find everything. It's at Cowboys Can Fan except for the YouTube. But if you're watching this, you already know where it is. So we're gonna jump into this. This has been a fucking wild week, man. There's been some crazy stuff going on. I don't really know.
Chat's already heating up too.
I don't know what was the biggest thing you guys thought of the last week. It has been such a fucking whirlwind.
Where the fuck are the Cowboys in free agency?
Hey, they finally struck today, which we're gonna bump into. But they've been the Cowboys have been known for the last, I'd say, few years. They're kind of silent, and they've always had a pretty good home crop of players through the draft. But I feel like this was one of the years that we had really good players that we drafted that either, one, you're going to fucking retain, or two, go out and actually find other guys to sign. We've just been kind of sitting with our dicks in our hands, not doing shit.
Yeah.
It's been frustrating. As a big fan, as a diehard fan, I know we've been talking in the podcast DMs, but I've been a little pissed off that the front office has really done fuck all.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I couldn't agree with you anymore. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think, AJ? What was the biggest thing throughout the last week? I know you've been traveling and had your mind going, but you've also been following some NFL news. What was the biggest surprise? It doesn't even have to be Cowboy stuff. What was the biggest so far free agency surprise? You need a crack, man?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, for me, I think one of the biggest points of that are going to have a big impression here on the free agency is the Randy Gregory debacle, because I'm on the Cowboys side of from what I know of the facts. However, I think it's just a big red flag for anyone making a decision. If it's a 50-50 split, that's going to cause them to go elsewhere. And who knows how many people are in that position, but it's just one of the things that I think is a great talking point, because I look at it in one way, and then the internet has been, I got in a fight with a guy online, my first Cowboys internet fight.
Wait a second. You got into a fight with somebody about something?
I love it. I fucking love it.
Hey,
it's a great segue, But what was your talking point with that guy? What was the fight about? That you were kind of on the Cowboys side and he was
Yeah.
on
So
Gregory's
yeah,
side?
exactly. So he made a post saying something about don't get emotional. Or no, sorry. He made a post about Randy Gregory saying this is business, and I was like, I totally agree. This is business. However, in business, it's like if someone sticks up for you for 2 years, pays you for 2 years to not play, I think that is part of business, right? Like that's kind of like that is business. And so I was kind of trying to make that point. And then he came back at me and was like, you're being very emotional. And I was like, now you're going to if you call me emotional, now I'm going to get emotional.
Now I'm going to get emotional. Now I'm going to get emotional. The emotions are out, son.
It was funny because when I was driving Alex when I was giving him a ride,
To the airport?
Almost, yeah. I dropped his ass off at public transport.
Would you just drop him off at the SkyTrain?
No, I dropped him off at a bus loop.
Yeah.
A bus loop, which is even worse.
Nice.
But
And he said, okay, find your way home.
for most of his drive, he was trying to put his phone on vacation mode. And then he got into an argument with the guy on the thing because the guy wanted to charge him 10
sometimes
$10.
sometimes you like to argue.
Guess what? He got his way.
Was I right?
You were right, yeah. So before we kick into that, just so everybody's aware, Alex is the one who has some of the banger sound bites, and I can't make him dance, Kilo. I can make him smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed, but I dance. But we don't got the clips.
But yeah, so right now chat's heating up. We got people saying "Holy shit!" So Cooper Constantine saying "Holy shit!" Where do we start?
Been wild.
I know.
Kilo C saying since I'm in Houston, it's Watson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy. 100%.
Kilo's
Mr. Touchy. Yeah.
Alex, you can look at the chats. Oh, you got it.
Oh, AJ's got the fucking sound bites going all the way from the land of smiles.
And the one that I wanted to hear is tell that guy "F you, dickhead" is what Kilo's saying.
Fuck you, dickhead.
I was gonna say I agree with Cooper. One of the ones that kind of hurt, what started pushing me over the edge, was Devontae Adams leaving was a shocker, and the fact that we lost Cooper.
Wait, with Devontae Adams.
For Green Bay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he left Green Bay. So he was saying
Yes,
that's
right.
a shocker for him. But
Okay, yeah.
I was pissed. It's like, why? Okay, so where are we? Where's our wide receiver core?
Yep.
Like Michael Gallup's going to be injured for the first little bit here.
Yeah, they're saying that there was reports out that Michael Gallup might not be ready for week 1. We've talked about it in our DMs. I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is a number 1, but we'll jump into this.
Okay.
I wanted to segue from Alex's argument with some rando. I love that AJ is arguing Cowboys with some randos, but Randy Gregory, I got this bomb-ass article by ESPN.com. Randy Gregory discusses crazy week that included courtship from Russell Wilson. Ooh, touching tips, are we? Russell Wilson trying to get that Randy Gregory dick. So, and this is what Russell Wilson reaching out to Randy Gregory was one of the reasons that he actually went and signed with them. So, to cap what he called a crazy, crazy week, defensive end Randy Gregory was formally introduced by the Denver Broncos Friday after he signed his 5-year, $70 million deal. Wow. Before we even get into this article, Randy Gregory really hasn't proven himself.
No.
He hasn't proven himself. He's played. I mean, I agree. He had a flashes, but he's 29. He's been in the NFL a long ass time. He's never really had. I don't think he's ever had a multiple sack season. But I'm gonna keep going here. So he basically said it's been a real crazy week. It's been crazy, but it's been worth the wait. My family's happy. I believe the Broncos are happy, and I'm happy.
Yep.
It sucks that the dude left. It sucks that I feel like Jerry Jones and I feel like the Cowboys did put a lot of time, a lot of effort. And I mean, the guy in maybe other circumstances might have been out of the NFL if he played for a different franchise. The Cowboys really, really stuck with him. And I think that's what kind of hurt the most as a fan, that he was basically like, he's been on the Cowboys for fucking, I don't know, 6 years, but you've never really seen anything from him because he's been battling his mental health and he's been battling. I mean, it's weed. It's not like he's fucking.
I know.
It's not like he's chopping up lines of heroin. He smokes. He smokes.
Hey,
fucking-
Ants.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same. But I still think they overpaid. And to be honest, I'm kind of
Smoke weed every day.
I'm kind of glad. I like that the button's green for the smoke weed
I know,
every day.
I know.
That's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
We made it.
That's some
like that.
behind baseball.
I am glad that we didn't pay $70 million for Randy Gregory.
Oh yeah. I agree with you on that one there.
Unless he goes and gets 15 sacks for the Denver Broncos, then I'll be pissed off.
Well,
Well,
Alex
let's be-
Morales is saying that Randy will forever be dead to him.
Well, okay, so this is the thing I had to do. I had to watch this over and over the day that he didn't sign for us just to make us feel better. Do you guys remember this little fucking play?
Oh, hang on. Well, just
It's over. I mean, could end the game almost. Well, not 100% over, but it's going to be hard.
Defense
Oh.
94. 5-yard penalty,
Tisk.
You'd like to say, I mean, I was watching that. I thought they could have called it live. I thought Gregory almost tackled.
This is his
somebody
most
for-
memorable play as a Cowboy.
That's 3 penalties on
This was the
Gregory
wild card.
today. Remember, he was offsides on the first play of the game.
right there.
He doesn't
Yep.
do that. We get the ball back with a fucking minute 30. This was Randy Gregory's most memorable play. So I watched this a couple times after he signed with the Broncos, and it made me feel a little bit better. He had a bunch of bozo fucking plays, and if to find this content, it's easy at Cowboys Can Fan, the Instagram, super sick.
humble brag.
But you know what I mean? That was one of the moments I kind of I remember we were actually I went back after and I watched our live stream of our reactions. When that happened, I wish I would have done a clip where it was us on top and them on the bottom. I rip off my headphones, throw them on the ground, and storm out of the room.
Classic.
Classic. Okay, so the next big one for me, not only was the Randy Gregory a shocker to me, but the Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper traded to the fucking Cleveland Browns for a 5th round pick.
Yep. I
You're
know.
telling me Amari Cooper is only worth a 5th fucking round? You're telling me Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones couldn't get more than a 5th fucking round pick
Hey,
for Amari
and-
Cooper?
And in fairness, and I don't know if we saw all the details of the Adams trade. That's the best wide receiver in the league, going for just 2.
2 ones,
I
though.
guess
Wasn't
2
it?
ones. Absolutely,
A 5th.
absolutely.
We got a 5th.
I know.
Fired up.
I know. No, hey, you're not wrong.
A 5th round? No, I know what you're saying.
The market was low.
The market was low. I think the Cowboys should have almost waited till that happened. The Browns got the best. I think
Yeah.
right now the Browns are fucking killing free agency.
Well, I mean, it's definitely so. The thing with the Browns, though, is we don't know with all the talk with what's going on with Baker Mayfield. We don't know what is going to happen in Cleveland. But the fact is that he did have OBJ. He had Jarvis Landry.
Yep.
Baker had a bunch of guys that can ball, and he wasn't able to produce. So Cooper going there, great deal for the Browns. Will he be utilized? You know, it's contested. Did Dak really utilize Amari? No.
So this is the thing I was arguing also too as well. I argue with people on Instagram daily, and someone had messaged me saying, because I was mad that Amari Cooper got traded, and they said, well, he doesn't get catches like Cooper Kupp, or he doesn't get catches like Devontae Adams. So I did a little like Cooper Kupp had 80 fucking catches or something crazy. Amari Cooper had 100 targets.
Yeah.
100 targets.
Yeah.
He was only thrown at 100 times.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, eventually your quarterback determines how many targets this guy gets.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think he was underutilized. Amari Cooper should never have under 1,000 yards, especially on the offense we had. But I also think there's rumors, allegedly, I don't know if you guys heard the rumor about Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott after the San Francisco 49ers wild card loss.
You were saying something about this.
So this is rumors. I don't know how true it is. It would make sense about moving on from Amari Cooper.
Kilo knows.
Kilo, do you know? He basically Amari Cooper called Dak Prescott the Black Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And I guess Dak was fucking furious after. So I don't know. And that hasn't come out if it was true, but it would make sense why a team would move on from a guy if they're having friction between. You're always going quarterback. It's like Romo and T.O. T.O.'s gone, right? The quarterback franchise, the franchise quarterback is always going to take precedent. If wide receivers coming at him, they're going to cut the guy that's talking shit.
A hundo P. Like the fact of the matter is you do have to, like, they've made their bed. Dak Prescott is their $175 billion bed that they've made.
Right?
So no matter what you do, you have to back that QB because they need to see production this year. The fact of the matter is, if Dak doesn't put it through this year, he's not going to get a deal. He won't get a deal on a different team like a Russell Wilson. He's just too expensive. We're with Dak no matter what.
Yeah, and Adam, you make a point. a joke that he's $1 billion man. But that's how I'm always coming at it from Jerry's angle. That's how Jerry looks at it. He'll spend $200 million for a $1 billion investment because that's what the quarterback can actually deliver that type of revenue. Whereas it's very rarely any other position can do that.
Well,
so
yeah, who's putting asses in seats? It's more than likely the quarterback. Who's probably the most, minus your crazy rookie linebacker, who's going to be the jersey that gets bought the most? Your quarterback. Look at Aaron Rodgers, $200 fucking million. AJ, I have a question for you. If I play this little tidbit interview,
actually, before you ask AJ that question, I got a question for all of you that are tuning in.
Okay.
If you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, motherfuckers, do some off-season love while we get heated on this motherfucking free agency debacle.
Hell
now
yeah,
you go ahead and ask him.
Smash that like button. If I play this little tidbit clip that I have that's on the Browns site, but it's YouTube, what will happen to us? If I click this little play button, what would happen to us? Anything?
You know what? I think we should just avoid that video, but we can have the audio.
Okay, so
we
don't
can have
play
the audio.
Okay, so don't show the. Okay, so right now we are going to play an interview with Amari Cooper with some really dorky looking dude. I don't know the guy's name. Some fucking Poindexter that's, I hope to have his job at some point.
Yeah.
Fucking dork.
To Cleveland. Kind of walk me through what the last few days.
Andrew Gribble.
Kind of learning the news and kind of making the
Scribble Gribble.
They call him Eunuch.
Learning the news.
Generic brand shop.
Did this one add?
Where I'll be headed.
Yep.
And just being excited about it, obviously I was on a different team. I don't know what, the guys here did last year, but I'm just ready to build off of whatever was accomplished.
He doesn't know what they did.
How would you describe your playing style to folks that maybe not have watched as much of you and are excited to get to know your style out there?
Just say,
I was going to say, can you pause it for a sec? I'm in control, though. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Terrible editing, the bass in the music. I can't even fucking hear Amari talk. So we're going to just can that shit.
I don't even know.
Hey, this is my takeaway from it is,
I mean,
he's been on two.
He looks badass as Brown. Let's just say that.
Oh, Brown's jerseys.
Yeah, but
are
look at
fucking
this.
sweet.
Look at this. You can't tell me this isn't someone that looks like they're fucking crying inside.
Yeah.
True. That looks like the face of someone that knows. Well, he's looking like a genius now that Deshaun Watson's playing there.
Yeah.
Like Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper. Deshaun Watson got traded to the fucking Browns, dude. So now, that's gonna be that's a Batman and Robin right there. Who's Robin? Who's Batman?
Batman would be Deshaun.
Which one's more likely to touch a masseuse?
Deshaun.
Well, Batman or Robin.
Go ahead, Alex.
I was going to say Browns and Broncos, I feel, have made some pretty good leaps in the offseason, and maybe I'm just hyper-focused on just hearing about Deshaun here. Are we going to – what teams have made themselves better who we're going to probably end up seeing in playoffs?
That we will see?
Potentially.
Let's talk about the teams that we're playing against. Teams that have done stuff in free agency to improve upon their team from last year. Jacksonville Jaguars, right out of the gate, they're making some solid moves. I don't know if they're going to be playoff bound, but they are giving him the weapons that he needs for wide receivers.
Yep.
Browns with Cooper and Watson, Baker Mayfield's a second. They'll probably start Baker Mayfield. I'm betting.
No, he's gone.
You think so?
Fuck, he's gone.
Okay, so Baker.
There's no fucking way you just give up all that shit and then you have. And Baker Mayfield already requested a trade, so he. What was
gone.
What was the trade? They gave up a lot.
Yeah, let's just take a second too. Chat is on fire today.
Okay, let's get some chat. Get off this Amari pick and let's just go look at our three.
Sorry.
Let's look at the three best friends there for a bit, and let's take some cues from the chat.
Anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
I would fucking party with us.
Okay, so Kilo C says like and subscribe. Do it now before you get abused by prison talk.
Hooping, you gotta hoop a like.
JJ saying, I mean, he went from Dak to Watson. That's a hell of a QB duo he has.
Carr, Dak, Watson. I mean, Carr's no schlub. He's not the greatest, but that's a good trio of quarterbacks that he's had.
And Kilo C saying the whole AFC West. We're talking about who's making the moves. He's saying the whole AFC West.
Oh shit, yeah. I don't know if a team like can 4 teams make playoffs now? Playoffs? No, I think I'm trying to think.
I think they
how many
can.
wild card? There's 3 wild card spots now. Yeah, a full fucking division could make the playoffs. Playoffs.
So. Obviously, Von Miller going to the Bills doesn't necessarily. I mean, I think if anything, it's a weird move, but it doesn't really. It's not going to change.
The guy's 33, and they just gave him a 6-year, $170 million contract. Fucking, that's strange.
Well,
strange.
Yeah, but is it gonna be one of those kick the can type of
100%.
scenarios?
I bet you it's very like there's incentives in it that they can get away from it easy if they need to.
If Russell Wilson can kind of gel a little bit with the Broncos, I think that's been a great move for the Broncos.
Hell yeah.
Juju going to Kansas City has been also a pretty big snag for them to just kind of help.
Absolutely. Wow. That's that right there. That is, Adam, I didn't even think about that because they did lose Chandler Jones. So the defense got worse, but now that offense is like 45. Considering they keep everyone else.
I was hoping that we would maybe take a swing at the Chandler Jones there. I was kind of hoping that maybe we would take a run at one of these big tier defensive ends once we lost out on Randy Gregory. I mean, I'm glad as fuck we did not go for Von Miller for the amount he's going for.
For sure.
So,
I mean, so JJ saying if Steven keeps doing free agency like this, Dak might ask for a trade in about 2 years. He needs to go somewhere and win before he wastes time.
Okay. I have a little, someone messaged me on the IG and they had a little rumor. Well, or maybe not even a rumor, but a little bit of a conspiracy.
Inside scoop?
Well, I don't know.
Inside scoop?
I don't know.
Watson to Coop?
I don't know if at football dude 69 knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
But
at football dude 69 knows everything.
But what are you saying? And I like this conspiracy. I like conspiracies. I like X-Files. I like all this fun talk. He was saying he thinks that the Cowboys are kind of willing to just go into the season without getting into cap hell the next year. And if they end up losing and doing shitty, they cut ties with Mike McCarthy. And then now they go into the season after hiring Sean Payton with a bunch of ammo and a bunch of money, willing to spend it however Sean Payton wants to.
I mean,
a little bit conspiracy-esque, but I mean, I don't think the reason I don't like it is I don't think any team is willing to not go for it. Although after watching us in free agency, it kind of makes the clock spin a bit.
Out of every single team, we were the last one to make any type of free agency move.
True that. Which was today, which we will get into.
You know what? So Alex, before you prison talk, the what Ant just said, that does feel kind of believable because the whole Mike McCarthy get Sean Payton in, not have the cap issues that you're doing.
Right.
It could make sense with them talking to some of their players like Gallup or we have no idea. Maybe Sean Payton's like, no, you keep Gallup, you do this, don't do that.
Could you imagine if there was shit like that being talked about?
Well, look,
would that be crazy?
We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yep.
I mean,
so it's not surprising. It's not like they're just sitting around fucking watching Euphoria on HBO.
I made 5 minutes into that, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I only made it in 5 minutes.
I like it. Anyways, Alex, go ahead.
Let's hear it, babe.
I was gonna say I'm glad you I want it. My conspiracy senses, my Spidey conspiracy senses say okay, it would be a real big push for Jerry to do that because I just don't think that he ever wants to be mediocre. But
especially on his deathbed. I'm not saying he's on his deathbed, but he's essentially on his deathbed.
Well, he could be thinking. Yeah, he could be thinking he has 5 years left of 5 good years.
That's what I'm
left.
saying.
Yep.
So every year counts. However, if you do have to look at football for more than the year ahead, as much as fans don't, the team has to do that. That's what the cap demands you doing. So if you're looking at what you have on the roster currently, and then what you can go out and get, and you say, okay, It's just an if this, then that scenario. So we wanted to go out and get these 3 A-stars, and if we did, now we're making that push and all eggs are in the basket. However, that didn't happen. Now you have to go to plan B, C, D, whatever that might be. And that might be like...
Is this plan B, C, D? I think we're closer to like Q.
Listen, I mean, the only thing that I'm going to fault you on that logic there is the fact that, and I kind of agreed with you at the beginning about Jerry only having 5 years left. All it needs is...
he's old as fuck.
Yeah, but no. All it needs is a Dallas Cowboys nutritionist to go to Jerry and say, you know what, you want to extend that to 8?
Salt it.
Take that fucking salt out of your
Salt
diet.
it.
Stop salting the shit out of your food, and you'll probably extend it another 8
Maybe
years.
that's what's keeping him prime.
You know what? You're right. It could
No, Jerry knows. Jerry's, any nutritionist that Jerry has, he says, okay, right away, salt's out of the question.
Okay, I'm just going to stop you right there. And actually, what's your name? Okay, Mary Beth, you're out.
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, you're out.
Everyone in Texas has 2 first names.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Kilo brought it up. I know we're gonna go.
Get Kilo. What do you say?
What's your hot take on LVE?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even have anything in here about LVE.
I know. You
So
were gonna rewrite. You remember?
I was.
You were gonna rewrite the blog.
Okay, so the LVE thing. I honestly don't. And I had fucking Barry Grant Jr. come at me in the messages today because I had put a post on Instagram saying I don't actually hate it that much. It's a 1-year deal. I don't really hate it. It might. What I think it is a stopgap between him and Jabril Cox. It's basically they're going to be going neck and neck to see who gets that position. Having LVE there to compete with Jabril Cox, and then say Cox is just surpasses him crazy in preseason and training camp, you just cut him.
Right.
You cut LVE. I think there's got to be a very short leash with the dude. I don't think he had a good year. That article that we had read was talking about how he's been consistent.
No
and
fucking way.
I think he has been so inconsistent. The only thing consistent LVE was running 10 yards down the field and then jumping in on a gang tackle. Yeah. That's fucking it.
Hey, but the benefit is he's someone who's been in the scheme for a year.
That's it, yeah.
And so there's like, okay, like I'm just saying, Anth, we're in plan Q, baby.
Plan Q, baby. So in that regards, I don't completely hate it because you just never know. He actually had a good game against San Francisco in playoffs. So, and he wasn't expensive. He was cheaper than if we would have taken his 50-year option. So I don't actually hate it as much as I guaranteed Kilo brought it up. It's science. Kilo brought it up because he knows. Yeah. I've been very vocal about my hate for, and not even hate for the guy, just displeasure.
Show me one game that you haven't trashed LVE.
I don't think I could.
You can't do it.
You go 4 years back to his rookie season.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, take a time machine, son. So what we're gonna do next? I got a little article here. We did what?
Cooper goes, Jerry, you got to sign a defenseman. Signs LVE after a shit season. Yeah.
That's like, at that point, it's like, okay, they're just messing with us.
Yeah.
They don't sign anyone, and then they sign LVE, and we're supposed to be happy.
Leighton, so Akilo C goes after the whistle. LVE.
Yeah.
I mean, that actually could be a great shirt, after the whistle.
Or LVE, and have it as an acronym for something. We should think of a good acronym for LVE at some point.
Okay, Alex, you were going to say something before No, you got nothing?
No. I was just going to make a stupid joke, but you know what? It's better I didn't because in hindsight, it wasn't funny.
You have to do it now.
You have to do it now.
Yeah, we need the stupid joke.
We need that stupid joke. And if it's a good joke, we want to see some likes.
No. Here's the thing: I'm vaped and changed now at about 9:15 in the morning. So that joke is long gone.
It's gone. She's gone. She's gone.
It's out of the memory.
You know what else is gone with the wind? Little known. Well, not little. The guy's a behemoth. Cowboys released tackle Lael Collins after 6 seasons in Dallas. Thoughts, boys? What do you guys think about us?
I think.
His jersey.
Well, I'd hope not.
No.
No,
it's kind of cool.
Actually, it's
a cool number.
It's going to be on at $59 on NFL.com. Great. Our next giveaway, Lael Collins.
Well, hey, look,
game-worn jersey.
Look, we can't even give away. Like we try to give away a Micah Parsons jersey, and we just can't.
We can't give away a Micah Parsons jersey.
Can't even do it.
Hey,
so with
my take is I am pretty nervous because there's also Connor. What's the young buck? He's actually very highly ranked by
McGovern?
PFF,
Connor McGovern.
and he's a free agent at the moment, I believe.
No, Connor McGovern and Connor Williams kind of battled back and forth.
Same with
Maybe it's Connor
McGovern.
Williams. But anyways, one of our other linemen
Connor Williams is a free agent right now.
Okay. He's actually pretty highly ranked as well. Like he's considered, I think, maybe 6th or 7th O-line free agents, which I know maybe is not great. But coupling that with this, I don't think Lael Collins was someone that we were keeping from any sort of recent performance.
Right.
But we're so thin, like, who's out there to fill in? And my point is, one of the people who's out there to fill in is one of our linemen. So we're actually we're two lost now.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And,
It's like a double.
that's
It's like a double doink.
Oh, is Connor Williams signed with the Dolphins?
Oh, Connor Williams
Okay.
gone.
So there
I
we
didn't
go.
even see that.
That's JJ.
Me neither.
JJ, when the fuck did that happen?
Hey,
JJ the Mime
we don't
comes
have
back from the
you're
dead.
in the producer seat. Check
Oh
it
yeah,
out right
shit,
now.
let's check it out. I'm on it. I'm getting a little tipsy.
Alex is on vacation right now.
So Connor
Alex is on a 3-month vacation.
Williams.
So it's yesterday.
wow,
How
I
did we
didn't
not-
even see
I
that.
didn't even see that either.
No,
Images for Connor Williams. I forgot the R. So
I did check. I did check
Didn't
that
even see it.
yesterday. So
This is how much I care about Connor Williams.
yeah, look at him. He played for Texas. Let's get a pic of him.
yeah, it's not anything. Oh,
He looks fucking wasted right there.
I like that.
That looks.
dude, though.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna look like when we're. Oh, some news drop. That's
Oh.
gonna be me when we're down in Vegas next month.
It's official.
Get back to.
You're gonna grow your hair
I
out.
was gonna say no. It's official. The Bessie Bros are going to be in Vegas for the NFL draft. We're trying to convince bandwagon boy number 2, Alex, to leave Thailand for 3 days to come to
Which would be
Vegas for the
epic.
draft, which would be great.
And look, Thai government, if you just drop the Thai pass, then it makes my flight easy breezy. All I do is I download another season of whatever show and I watch that. And then, I'll be there in Vegas.
Oh man, Vegas. We're going live draft
Uh,
with DraftKings hooking us up. We're gonna be at some sweet parties.
Yep.
We're gonna be interviewing people on the strip. We're gonna, I'm gonna. I already thought about it. I can't wait for the Cowboys to do their pick, and I'm not even listening. I'm just gonna shotgun a beer while they're doing it.
Oh yeah, we're shotgunning.
we're
We're
shotgunning,
gonna
son.
Listen, we're gonna do live coverage of the draft happening, and when it's nothing to do with the Cowboys, we're gonna be
Drinking.
We're gonna be drinking and talking to people out there. Yes, we do know Cedric Wilson also signed with Miami.
Yeah, we do know that. That one I know. The Connor Williams one.
Well,
I did not hear that.
We didn't bring anything up about Michael Gallup, but
Let's talk about him.
I would rather have Cedric Wilson than Michael Gallup.
That's
And you know what?
Crack him if you got
got
him. Let's get a fucking second one, son. Crack him if you got him, kid.
And thanks for
Got him.
thanks for the best. Not only are you a Dallas Cowboys fan out there, but if you're a Dallas Cowboys Can fan, you guys are the best fans out there. Thank you for keeping us on our toes and up to
We've
date.
now been doing this for a year.
Yep, it's almost basically official.
Basically.
March 13th was the
March
first
13th was our first kind of released episode on the YouTube. So we've been doing this for a year, and it's been pretty fun, man. I've had a really good time.
Don't leave me hanging, bro.
What was the other thing you said we were gonna say?
I don't know.
Remember we text each other today. You said we should do a little thing. I don't even remember what we were saying.
Oh no, that's afterwards.
Okay, that's afterwards.
Yeah.
All right. So like a little promo clip.
Oh, Alex
Okay.
is standing up. He's gonna show us his wiener,
Yeah.
but
Okay, he's gone.
We'll
do I
see.
wait for him or do I move on?
no, fucking move on.
Okay, Dante Fowler Jr. agrees to deal with the Cowboys. So finally, we decided to jump into the free agency field instead of sitting there like cowards, and we got Dante Fowler Jr. Which he has. He did play for Dan Quinn in 2020,
Okay,
which is nice.
sell him to me.
So I don't know how I'm really going to sell it to you, but back in the 2015 NFL draft, arguably the two best pass rushers in the class were Dante Fowler Jr. and Randy Gregory. Fowler went number 3 overall to the Jaguars, and Gregory dropped to the Cowboys in the second round because of off-the-field issues. He liked the marijuana. Wanna.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, after the Cowboys could not retain Gregory just a few days ago in free agency, they now have turned to Fowler, who has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the Cowboys on Friday. The contract is reportedly worth about $5 million for the 2022 season.
That's a great
bargain.
deal. JJ's saying that we signed James Washington too.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, son.
We're getting to that, kids.
Hey, listen. I don't know what we know, so I have to. I default to chat.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I can't trust Alex. He's fucking stoned and changed out at 8:57 a.m.
When Ad was buying the new laptop, so he must have not seen the chat go off when we were talking about James Washington. So
That's right.
All I'm going to say for Fowler is he turns 28 in August, has 35 career sacks, including 11.5 in the 2019 season with the Rams, and he's somewhat of a reunion with Cowboys defense coordinator Dan Quinn because he played
which we like.
So we'll look at his stats here, AJ. Look at these stats and tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, I'm coming at this from a perspective of a Madden GM. Okay. And I haven't played Madden since freaking 2018. But anyways, first, his age, man, that's awesome. Young dude, $5 million. I mean, a former first-round draft pick. So this is like he has all of these skills, and he actually had a pretty good season with LA in 2019. Recent enough. And then also, and I think if you just look at his stats in 2021 and then look at Randy Gregory, we're pretty damn close. Like
not far off.
And he had 2 strips or something. I don't know if it shows there.
I'm just trying to make it smaller so I can
see three forced fumbles.
So I can see Alex kind of go closer to the screen.
The great thing about that, excuse me.
There you go.
Randy Gregory's way more expensive than this cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not.
If we're both hand talking,
that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not too mad about
we both
Randy
hand talk.
Gregory going.
That's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, that's a glitch.
We love glitches out here, you know.
So and it also shows him that he played left outside. Crack him if you got it.
If you got it.
It looks like his best season. He actually played left outside linebacker, which is interesting. So he must have been in a 3-4 type defense.
Well, so that's a great.
What do we have?
So
we're 4-3.
Do you think that they're gonna keep? Do you think that Dan Quinn might move him over to a linebacker scheme?
No, they'll have him just play edge, kind of like a Micah.
Like a Micah to balance it off.
Well, they're gonna have him essentially play exactly what Randy Gregory would have played. He'll probably play in all the exact same formations Randy Gregory was. And let's not sleep on Dorrance Armstrong. We did. He had a good season. Dorrance Armstrong, who we did re-sign, he had a good season. Maybe a guy like that with a little bit more playing time can take the top off some people. So Adam brought up James Washington because JJ the Mime.
JJ the Mime brought
so
up
that's
Cooper.
who we're going to talk about next. So
Washington.
Same thing as today with Fowler. We also signed wide receiver James Washington to a 1-year contract. I like these 1-year contracts.
I really like these 1-year contracts because when you're fighting the salt diet, like Jerry Jones, the 1-year contracts are imperative to be. You know what? It kind of also could play into the narrative that if they can get, if they're doing your conspiracy about letting the season do what it does and getting some of these Cowboys on a 1-year contract, there's still a very, very good chance that they're going to try as hard as possible to get a Super Bowl. But if they want to part ways with Mike McCarthy or any other players after this 1 year and get Sean Payton and then start rebuilding the team to that point, guess what? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm fine with that when we start making moves with these 1 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
And the good thing about this guy is he's got a high ceiling to me, I think. If you look at both the guys we picked up, 2019, great seasons.
Let's take a moment of silence here. Sports Pro 2.0 has finally resurfaced.
Sports Pro!
What?
He's back!
Oh,
yeah,
my goodness.
Raise the roof for Sports Pro!
Sports Pro, welcome back.
Welcome back, son.
It's been a while.
All right. So if you look at James Washington's stats here, the last 2 years, 2021 and 2020, obviously aren't jumping off the pages at you, but has Ben Roethlisberger, rapist burger, fucking big creepy fat fuck, has he been any good? Has he been any good?
No. Not. He's not been the Ben of old necessarily, and look, and that Steelers team is full of weapons. receivers start. Well, it used to be.
Yep.
So when I look at, I here's what I know about James Washington. I know who he is. I've noticed him. I've seen him in highlights. I've noticed him on the field. I'm actually very shocked that he's had that low of receptions because I thought that he had quite a bit more.
Right.
But maybe it's just because you only see what they show you, obviously. So I don't know. I think it works out really good for everyone involved, these 1-year contracts, because James Washington now he's playing for his 5-year, $100 million contract, right? Like he wants to come in and prove it. Cowboys have a system that is shown that there's enough room for 3 people to catch a ball on this team and everyone to go over 1,000 yards. And that's what
possibly 4.
Well, I mean, and also
or 4. Yeah.
4, you know,
Yeah.
the ball. Well, I mean, our 4th is the fundamentals. You know, Schultz, he's gonna bite into those a little bit. I'd like to look at his 2019 season though. 735 yards. That's pretty good on 44 receptions. That's not bad. TDs, not the greatest. But we got a little clip here to watch.
Oh shit!
And let me just add on that he's a young guy. I think he's only like 25, and he's played 4 NFL seasons. Like he knows the ins and outs by this. He knows the tricks.
100%.
Or so.
So this was actually posted on by Laws Nation on his Twitter. I just snagged it from him. Shout out to Law Nation. He follows us on Instagram, so I feel like I can steal his content.
Yep.
Pump fake to the end zone. Open. It's Washington with the touchdown.
So right here, he's up against he's up against Anthony Brown.
It's Washington with the touchdown.
Tony B.
And he's got wide open there.
Hey, give me some. Enlarge that motherfucker.
I had it and I thought it was because I couldn't see Big Ben, but that was just the video. So let's get it again.
Yeah.
So you got Anthony Brown just gets burned. Whew. I mean, it doesn't really tell you much, but you know, it's against guys we know, and he did his thing. There's a Law Nation Sports right up in that his A.
Okay,
right there.
so
Hey, thanks for the clip.
Yeah, thanks for the clip.
Question, and Cooper raises a great. Since you brought up Schultz, Cooper brings up.
Get him in there. Get him in there.
I saw it.
I'm convinced AJ went to Thailand to hide from All Even Sports, aka Barry Grant Jr., because Schultz got franchise tagged.
I don't think.
I can't wait to slam you through a motherfucking table.
So
bitch.
let's get here. Don't go to my screen yet. Let's get so people know what the fuck we're talking about here. Here we go. Let me get this going.
Are you gonna bring it up?
Yeah, give me a
I'm
sec.
gonna pull out a wiener pick.
Sure. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Curse won't be nearly as much on the market as like a Randy Gregory.
Sure.
What were you laughing at? What happened in chat?
Barry Grant said, "If they spend any money on Schultz, I'm gonna body slam Alex."
I hope they fucking spend money on Schultz now, because we are clipping this, and if Schultz gets signed, AJ, you got to take a body slap.
I'll take a rock bottom through a table.
I can fucking
Okay,
not
so
wait
how are we
for
gonna
that.
do this?
I don't know. Guarantee Barry.
Where's
Barry
Barry?
said,
Well,
If Barry Grant gets to Vegas, that's where we do it.
"Oh my god,
Okay,
that'd
so
be sweet."
we'll 100% do it on a game next season, because I think we're gonna have Barry come out with us. I mean, I'll slam you through a table regardless.
Yep.
Kilo C asked the question: do we need Curse?
Oh, Mike, this is a mic drop, because I actually meant to say this into the DMs of the Instagram. Curse has now unfollowed the Dallas Cowboys on Instagram and removed any picture to do with the Dallas Cowboys on his Instagram. So I mean,
that fucking sucks.
I think Curse is gone. We signed Malik Hooker. I feel like Curse is not coming back. I don't think we can afford him. They made a disrespectful thing. They offered him money, and it was reported that it was peanuts compared to what other people were.
I mean, you can't
offering.
do that shit.
And sorry, Lawrence has the same report on his first engagement with the Cowboys
that they were
being
cheap C words.
Yeah, so
are we allowed to say cunts on here? Cheap
absolutely.
cunts.
We say fuck.
They were being cheap cunts.
He declined.
Oh yes.
He declined. Yeah, he declined because they were offering him fuck all. The guy had a.
Yep.
The guy he hasn't been a very prominent safety, and then he had a very good season last year. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I
AJ?
think he needs to go after his money, and I love Curse, and shoot, I hope that it's just a bad rumor and that we're still in the running for him, because that safety position and the way that he played it, I mean, okay, I think there's lots of arguments for people who watch the game a little bit better than me, because I'm usually after halftime. I mean, let's be honest.
After halftime, you're in a different world. You're a guardian. After halftime, you're a guardian of the galaxy. Guardian of the galaxy.
He's lifted.
You know what I mean?
He's lifted.
But I just, for me, I believe he adds that element of the safety that we need for that type of defense. But I think I think there was some big plays that, you know, if I look back without my rose-colored lens, he was a unit. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
My thing with Kierce is the dude hasn't had. He's kind of jumped. He was on the Lions. He was on the Vikings. He was on the Cowboys. The dude finally played the best season of his career. The Cowboys, I think, only paid him 1.6 or 7 million last year on a 1-year deal. Well, they gambled on him. They gambled on him.
These are those 1-year deals.
Yeah, they're good, but they're bad, right?
Yeah.
They basically were a prove it year, and he proved it. And now the guy's gonna go make a lot of money, and you can't fault the dude.
I get so my problem is I get so invested with a player. Like I was gonna say that the James Washington, if he didn't have Ben Roethlisberger as his quarterback, he probably would have been someone that I would have picked up in fantasy football.
Yep.
I get really attached to these players, so that's why Cedric Wilson. That's why Cedric Wilson going away. Like I got so attached to him this season.
We were all big Cedi fans,
and even J-Ron. Like I'm a J-Ron fan. Like so,
Yep.
The bad vibes with the Cowboys and Kierce. I mean, look, you can't fucking do.
I still wear my Randy Gregory jersey.
No, you can't.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I mean,
that's like one of my favorites. I think that's got to go on the retired pile.
Is that the first jersey? That's the retired pile.
Yeah.
That's the retired.
I mean,
pile.
what do we do with these jerseys? What do we do with them?
It's the Army one, so you can just cut the badge off, the star badge off, and put a Bronco.
You should put You should get a bandwagon boy. You should get a bandwagon boy name tag
97,
and we'll
just 94 it. Yeah,
and
we'll just stitch it right over.
Gregory,
Yeah,
Cedric Gregory.
We'll etch it.
So now, if you look, where AJ found this
hot take from Xavier, we suck, is what he says.
Yeah, Xavier, I feel that take, bro.
Hey,
so
you know what? That's what I've been reading online this last week.
So we're on over the cap. Is that what it's called? Over the cap. So we're looking at this right now, and before I say anything, I want to point out that our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th most expensive player on the team is Anthony Brown. How does that make you feel, Alex?
Well, I mean, take Lael out there as well. But,
he's gone though. Lael's. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right,
that's what I mean. But still, hey. I'm just saying.
Do you think he's going to be on the team after this year, or after by June 1st? He can be a June 1st, pre-June 1st cut. We save, what is that? $35 million.
Yeah.
On Anthony Brown.
3.5 mil. I mean, look, again, it's this fucking game. Like, can I replace him with someone for $1 million less, and or whatever? Like, at least what we're doing here is trying to get a team together that's going to win some games. I mean, in my honest opinion, this is still a year that is a playoff-bound team. Like, there's still tons of quality players. I'm really happy to hear about Washington coming in. I still think that we can go for one more. There's really good wide receivers out there.
Yep.
Maybe in the draft as well.
The draft is littered with great wide receiving talent. It really is.
And this is what that position, wide receiver, we're seeing it be. A lot of these wide receivers are ready to go. The NFL favors
plug and play
the wide receiver. Yep.
Plug and play.
Yeah, they can come in and you can land a Chase. You can land, mind you, Chase was a top 10 draft, I think, or top 12. He went high.
Second round.
I'm saying, damn, you get a guy like that for $1 million. CeeDee Lamb is that type of player, right?
Oh, for sure.
So wide receivers are at this point, they feel very expendable. Cornerbacks is another thing where I look at it as okay, am I looking for a skilled cornerback? They're handcuffed, I need a guy who's just going to be able to like stick with players. I don't know how to scout them. So Anthony Brown, like, he's getting older, he's getting slower, and I think you need your corners to be very quick. I think that's what's the more important thing. We've got our ball hawk in a few players, I guess, but really, and of course Diggs.
Yep.
And yeah, again, that contract's not too big.
No,
$5
it's
million.
not. You're right.
Not
We
too
probably
big,
could
but-
afford to eat it.
You know,
If we have to.
Yeah, you know what we could also probably afford to eat is a moment to go ahead and start talking about a different sport from our sponsor, DraftKings.
Okay.
College basketball fans, join the action on court during the biggest tournament of the year with DraftKings Sportsbook. Turn your team's victory into your own big win. New customers can bet $5 on any team to win and get
$200 in free bets.
If they do, it's that simple. If they win, you win. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still join the college hoop action with DraftKings pools. Everyone can play free.
I thought I was reading the bold.
Okay, everyone can play
Free
and pools all March long for a shot at to share over
$250,000
in prizes. Simply join a pool and answer the questions like who will make it to the next round and who will hit the most 3-pointers. Then track your results.
Call to action.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Oh, I
now.
guess I wasn't supposed to read that.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TPPN. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. If they win, you win with promo code TPPN this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 plus restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Hey, pay us all the way to Vegas, baby. Paying us all the way to Vegas, baby.
Okay, so Xavier is saying 4-year, $55 million for TP20 next year. Watch is what he's saying.
Oh yeah, TP20 is going to be a hot commodity, man, because he's going to be one of those running backs that can do everything, and he's going to get paid. He's not going to get paid a ton, but he's going to make bank 100%. TP20 could be a top 10 playmaker in the fucking NFL.
Yeah,
we just don't give him the chance.
Hey, I want to say this to that guy who was calling me emotional on Twitter. How's this for
Do it.
non-emotional?
Hey.
How's this for non-emotional?
Bring up that. Is this a DM thing that's going on that he's calling? So was he calling Boy Wildish or was he calling?
No.
Cowboys
This
Can
was
Fan?
Cowboys Can Fan, and
Oh,
I was
really?
being very.
Oh,
no,
that
I
must have
can't.
been on
You
YouTube.
know why? He replied and then fucking blocked
Deleted?
me, and
Oh,
so
what a
now,
bitch. What a
Yeah.
bitch move. You get in a fight on
Bitch
the
move.
internet, the best thing you can do is fight back.
Fight back. If
Yeah, and
words,
we won't
with
even-
your words.
it wasn't even a personal attack. It was horrible. But what I'm trying to say is, I am of, and I think all of us are in the room. We love Zeke and we want him to eat. But if Zeke don't perform and TP20 comes to play, I mean, we're shifting gears.
I'm just scared that TP20 is gonna get Dak killed on a fucking play action or
yeah.
where he's supposed to block. That's where I'm scared.
Yeah.
Great point, because Schultz, as much as we love him, he's not
Can't
the
block.
greatest blocker as well. So having Zeke out there, and obviously Zeke and Dak being fucking tight as hell.
Boys, they're boys.
Like
Dallas Cowboys.
Zeke's gonna block.
That's what I'm saying.
Zeke's gonna block the fuck for Dak.
No, you're right. I'm just saying if it comes to play, first of all, big
But
piece that we're missing. The
Listen,
big piece we're missing in running back is our bull.
Yeah.
We don't have a bull.
You want like a, which they might go for. They might go for someone. This draft is, now that we're kind of finally seeing what we're doing in free agency, which is mostly nothing, but you're going to now see it's going to change who we draft. Like I could see now in our first round, I wanted us to go linebacker, but now I think maybe we have to go, I think we almost have to go O-line or DN.
This is the thing that would make Alex. Sorry, Alex, for cutting you off. Xavier's asking a question. I just want to kind of bring it up.
Yep.
I would make. I'm gonna make Anth search for some stuff.
Okay.
Do you guys
Let me
think?
get out of here.
So he says, I don't know what he's actually saying here, but I'm gonna try to. He says, do you guys think when some players in free agency sell? So I think what he's saying is, do you think there are any players left in free agency?
We got that
still?
coming up. I already got that. Okay, well,
Guess
let's
what? Let's just jump to
into
it.
Let's jump to it. So NFL's
And then
best.
after,
And then after what, Alex? Sorry.
then after, I just this is awesome. I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
I have a
Why
question.
don't
Let's
you
go.
ask it first. Ask it first,
Ask
and then
it
we'll jump
first.
into the NFL's best
Okay,
free
okay.
agents, players left in free agency.
Okay, awesome. So, what if? Now, how many years left does Zeke have on his contract? Two.
Two.
Okay, so what if Zeke runs 4? Let's say we have a really good. Let's not talk about playoffs. Just a really good season. Finish the same way that we do, but we see a switch in our backfield. So Zeke only gets 800 yards all purpose.
Okay.
What?
He's gone.
I think
They can cut
They
him.
can
They can
Cooper
cut
cut.
him. They can cup. They can cup.
They can Cooper Cup him.
They can Cooper Cup him. They
Cooper
can
Cup him.
cut him next year because he's not going to have nearly as big as a dead money hit. So it's basically either way. I think unless Zeke has a fucking insane season.
So here, even
Here
if
we go.
Zeke has a great season, he ain't coming back.
I think this is his last year as a Cowboy.
Really?
Because if he has a great season, to re-sign him for yet another year, it's gonna cost too much money.
It's already
to keep him.
to keep him because
So they
You're
might
right.
ride his contract out because he has 2 years left. So they might ride his contract out.
because the
That's
dead money
hot.
the dead money next year, he would literally have to have a fucking like 2,000-yard season for them to keep him.
You're Sean. Every time we keep talking about these moves, that the conspiracy theory seems more legit.
Right? You're not wrong. I know.
Well, I'm not. I didn't even bring it up.
I know.
I didn't even bring
but
it up.
I agree with you.
Like Kilo C's saying right now, this is folklore.
It's
that we're
this
seeing.
is this is Cowboys folklore.
Robo Alex. You know what?
I can't wait for some Cowboys draft folklore in Vegas.
I know. Well, I mean, we'll have to.
He'll be there.
He'll be there. Look at him.
So you want to take a look at these the NFL's best players left in free agency?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll just say yes or no if you guys would take them.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah.
And we want to hear you in chat too if you're going to take it or not.
Offensive tackle, Teron Armstead. Obviously, I would take him. Well, tackles
Take 'em.
we're not really hurting a tackle.
We're-
I think we're going.
And we're talking. We're saying take him. We're not even looking at the GMing of it. It's just yay or nay.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Straight up.
So, yay or nay, but I'm also thinking Cowboy situation for this guy, Tyrann Mathieu. I think yes.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Oh,
Honey
that
Badger?
would be.
The Honey Badger.
Set
DJ
him.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Alex.
I was gonna say,
You're
Ant was-
right now.
I'm roboing.
You
Oh,
just
shoot.
take us, baby.
No, it's like people are starting to wake up in Thailand right now, and they're using the Wi-Fi at your hotel or hostel or wherever you're at.
Or jail cell.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
Sorry, so you
Sorry,
said
prison talk for Kilo. You knew we.
No.
knew
Ant was gonna say exactly what I was gonna say. Is there's our safety replacement.
Yeah, like, you get rid of J-Ron, and then you get this guy to come in. He's he's like he's one of those guys. He's kind of like a Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed type, cut from the same cloth at least. Not as great, but still cut from the same cloth. Here's my guy.
Oh, here's our fucking
This
guy.
is our fucking guy. We all want Bobby
We
Wagner.
all want Wagner. Sign Wagner, baby.
I want him to Wagner it everywhere, all over the Cowboys star. Because I think you put him middle linebacker, you got LVE. The LVE signing makes me think we're probably not going to go for Wagner. I think they're going to try to just figure it out. But we all want Bobby Wagner.
Cooper Constantine wants Wagner as well.
He wants some Wagner. We all do.
We all want some Waggy.
OBJ.
You know what?
Yes.
Wouldn't hate
Yes.
it.
I don't hate
Yes.
Hated
I
it.
d-
Hated it
Yes.
when hated it when they were talking about him getting traded last year.
Yep.
Hated it because we had our wide receivers. Now, I don't know if I hate it.
I don't hate it.
I kind of like it,
I like
Look
it
at the
too.
game. Look
especially if we can get him
I
for
mean-
Ethereum.
Yep. get him for the first ever NFT.
Pay him an NFT contract. Just throw it at him. I don't hate us
hate
going
it.
for OBJ.
I want OBJ. I want Bobby Wagner.
Hated it last
And-
year. Don't
Love-
hate it now.
Don't hate it now either. I agree.
And Jerry's nephew's been sitting on 25 Ethereum or Bitcoin. So like,
yeah, for sure. Stephen Jones.
yeah.
Steve, those
Steven-
those NFTs are the next big thing. My
Daddy.
son told me.
Daddy, we got to get on these.
But
NFTs.
hey,
And then Jerry goes, "We should invest in salt."
we should invest in salt.
This is what I'm saying with the wide receiver position is like you could never have enough, and if that's the side of the ball, in my opinion, that needs to be really
Touched up.
tended to. Yeah,
Yep.
because I love your call about Jabril Cox. I think I think that's a real
I think
slot.
he's waiting.
So-
I think
sorry,
he's
that-
waiting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Marion Cabretti just says. Bobby, Micah, and Cox line
Oh
up.
my
Let's go.
God,
Fire,
you're
fire.
gonna make my Cox do some weird shit. I love it. Those three,
Yeah.
those three.
Yeah,
Get the
and,
fuck out
And
of
don't
town.
forget about Coach Lawrence.
yeah, Coach Lawrence.
Coach
Paying enough for
D-Law,
yeah, and
talking
D-Law,
him up. I'm glad D-Law's back,
I'm
boys.
down.
I am.
I'm glad he's
Yeah.
back.
What do you think, Edge?
Hey,
JD.
hey, before we go to the next one.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
If you're just showing up right now and you
Smack
haven't
it.
and you haven't fucking liked this on a Friday night, we're crushing it out here on a Friday night, cracking them with the boys. Alex is at it's 8:57 a.m. in Thailand
Yeah.
right now. He's vaped 10 and he's
Vaped 10,
fucking
yeah.
and he's drinking 2 Changs.
He's
He's
getting
drunk.
changed out. He's gonna be Chang over. He's gonna have a Chang
Look,
over.
he's double changing
Are
it.
those big Changs?
He's big changing it right now.
So you're gonna have a
Yeah.
Chang over.
It's like you have your
Yeah.
Zoom on blur
And
to
it's
make
a-
it look fancy, and it's look like it's like a contraband thing.
Okay,
I know.
Jadavion Clowney.
Okay,
Hey, chill.
Clowney,
Don't hate it. I think he's out of our price range.
I'm not. Whatever. Keep going on. I
Okay,
Hey,
next,
but
I
I
like the
would,
player.
if we could, I would.
I like
Yes.
the player. I like
we
the
do need
player.
an edge.
Ooh, I don't mind this. Gilmore.
Why?
He could replace your Anthony Brown, and you could probably get him for the same price. Actually, I think he got signed somewhere.
That's
this-
what I do.
Is this old? Oh, Lael Collins is up on that. That's kind of weird to see.
Is this an old one? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be because that guy I'm pretty sure signed. Akeem Hicks.
He signed.
Akeem Hicks. Yeah, I think
I-
this might
I-
be.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Look,
You
looks a
gone
little
and
old,
gone
but-
found us some old.
Okay, well, I'm going to start
bullshit.
going down to Melvin Ingram. You guys know the name Melvin
Yes,
Ingram.
we-
Edge rusher could probably pick him up for
We-
cheap as chips.
We do need an edge rusher.
We need an edge rusher. And at this point, if you can get a couple on 1-year deals, why the fuck not? Oh,
Oh my
Ads
god.
boy.
Oh my
You
god.
know, you look at what they put.
Weapon.
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 Okay,
Look
okay,
at that. They don't
okay.
even put a position. They just
Okay.
put weapon.
No.
Here's why we won't
Let's
sell.
sell him.
Here's
Sell him to
but
us, Ad.
Here's why we won't sign him.
Because we're bitches.
Okay.
Because we don't know how to utilize somebody in that position.
No, we don't. You're right. We have Tony
Okay.
Pollard who could be in that position.
Exactly. So Tony Pollard or Cedric Wilson. And guess what? The fucking dungeon
He
master.
gone.
The dungeon master Kellen Moore does not know how to crack that motherfucker.
If you got him,
The DM has a very vanilla playbook.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
And guess
does.
what? And guess what?
I'm guessing.
He does not want Patterson.
Kellen Moore
He-
smells his
he-
own farts and goes,
Yeah, yeah.
that smells like vanilla.
He goes, that's vanilla pudding. Our DM keeps his playbook like his bedroom
Yeah, for sure. Nice and perfect.
dictionary.
Would you take Cordarrelle Patterson? Would you take him if
Yes,
you could?
100%.
Cowboys.
Yes.
Yes.
You know the
Yes.
night. You know the Chilliwack Knights are taking him.
Yes, and when whoever's joining into our Cowboys Can Fan Fantasy Football League this year.
Kilo season.
Yeah, no.
I already know. I got a couple. Kilo season. Cooper
Yep.
Considine's in.
JJ,
JJ the Mind's
I'm in.
AJ Johnson.
Us three in, so that's 6.
Yeah.
So we could take what, 6 more?
Marion says Kellen Moore needs to take his ass back to Boise Street.
Yeah, he does. I mean,
Fuck him.
he was great there. Calais Campbell would
Welcome.
love it. I honestly would love that. I would love a Calais Campbell signing.
Coop's in for sure. Sorry.
Cooper
Yeah,
Considine
Calais
is saying
Campbell
he's
would be
in.
great.
Yeah, any D line, any.
I want to
D-
see a fucking monster like this guy. Sorry for
Yeah.
cutting you off, Adam. I'm just
No.
getting jacked to the tits over here.
No, I can fuck with me, DJ. Fuck with me, DJ.
I
Fuck
see
with me, DJ.
Calais Campbell is a big-bodied motherfucker. Put him with Osa and Neville Gallimore and have this crazy big man rotation.
Yeah, we.
I
need it.
like it.
Yep.
I honestly do.
Hey,
I think that's.
here's
oh,
a
no, that's
question
not
I
it.
had.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Here's a question I had. While I was getting my coffee, walking back, I was thinking, like, okay, now we're in the time where who breaks first? Do the players, or because this is now position based, kind of, where everyone's going to anchor off of. So now we're in a fun place where, and maybe this has already happened, but like that's what I think. This was like I'm trying to say this is why Jerry's waiting. This is why the Cowboys are waiting, because we're at that breaking point where it's either going to go pro athlete or pro team. And what I mean is, like, someone's going to sign for less or more than the market value, and then everyone's going to use that as an anchor.
Do you have when you're saying that? Are you thinking position wise, or do you think just
position,
the whole
per position?
So Aaron Rodgers kind of already did that, did he not? Aaron Rodgers just broke the fucking quarterback market.
Okay, but let's talk.
Right, but say
Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
No, just to finish that is what I mean is like the by position. So like the top wide receiver goes for 2 number 1 draft picks.
Oh,
okay,
so you mean
now
like trade capital, kind of?
Yeah, like with how like we're for all these players who have not been signed in the free agency, it's kind of like there's lots of teams who want them, but we're at this waiting position of who's going to break first. Is someone going to be like, okay, I'm going to sign for a little bit less, and then that's going to start the dominoes in one way for that position, right? Because once the best player who's available in that position signs, well, now the second player gets a little bit nervous, or the second team
it's like anything
gets a little bit nervous,
100%,
right?
So
I
see what you're saying.
We're at that point.
You're waiting to see who. It's like it's an uptrend. It's like you're trying to time. It's just like anything. You're trying to time it at its highest, which you get like right now. I think with the defensive end. And maybe the Cowboys are trying to play that market in regards to like defensive ends might have teetered out now, right? Like
I'm just trying to justify. I was trying to justify.
I know what you mean though, and I do. That's a cool way of looking at it, right? Like maybe the Cowboys are waiting for a downtrend to now hope that someone's gonna bite on something that may have not been at the.
If you miss that number 1, that A position, that A+ position, then it's like, okay, B and C are not too far off. Let's just wait and like that could be a way that you're looking at it. Not a
terrible thing. Hey, and we got our player here, J-Ron Kerr, safety.
Look,
yes.
So the tactic could be if he's unfollowing.
He's still not signed yet.
He hasn't been signed, but maybe he's trying to hold down, and they know that they're going to need him.
Safety market. Nobody has hit the safety market yet.
I think that they're gonna re-sign J-Ron.
I hope so. But the other big name one is, like we said, Tyrann Mathieu. The safety market has not been set yet, so it's kind of like.
Yes.
Like Alex said, it's kind of like a fucking wait. Like who's gonna break? What's gonna happen? You know, someone's waiting for the safety market. It's not set yet.
Yeah,
they're having they're having that conversation right now with Kurtz. They're having that conversation.
Yeah, no, Gronk's going back to fucking
Gronk's
Tampa.
going back to Tampa.
Yeah. Jameis Winston, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fuck you.
Landry. Okay, this is a guy. This is
Landry.
I would definitely take Landry in a heartbeat.
Okay, so here's what I don't.
I would take Landry in a heartbeat.
So here's what I don't want though. I don't want. So I wanted OBJ and Landry when they were on the Browns because they were both roommates in college.
Yeah, LSU baby.
I either want OBJ or I want Landry. I don't want both.
No, you don't want both.
I don't want both of them on the team.
Yeah, okay, fair. That's a good take.
But I mean,
who would you take more? OBJ.
Yeah,
I think we need somebody like OBJ to step up CD's game. I think Landry.
OBJ is a huge Dallas vibe.
Yeah.
The name.
Big market.
He's got the name.
Yeah, I think
him going to Cleveland was always weird.
Small
market, kind of weird.
I don't think he's. I mean, he is a little bit overrated. But
Alex almost beat me in Madden playing with the fucking Rams when OBJ went to him. All he had to do was throw it to him.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? I mean, we were also about eight beers deep.
I'm a Landry fan, so I think if we do sign Jarvis, I'd be happy with that.
Yep.
Hey, look, OBJ had a good playoff season, and getting to the playoffs. I don't think is going to be the problem.
Playoffs
for the Cowboys. It's going to be can they win 4 playoff games in a row?
Well, yeah, one. Can they win fucking one?
Yeah, I mean, look,
right?
we do know that we have some serious issues on offense that we have to take into account when we can't put the score up after the defense kind of pulls off those major things. So as much as we want to say that the Cowboys are going to be looking for an edge rusher, for their signings or for the draft, it still doesn't matter. I mean, to me, again, we saw the defense step it up.
Sorry, I just read Cooper Considine's comment. That's fucking hilarious.
Signing Campbell would give
would be boner worthy.
Bro, old news.
Boner alert.
Boner alert. He's trying to go for it. Look at those.
AJ's going for it.
Okay, so Cooper's also saying we need some off-season drunken management streams. Those will come.
They will come. Oh, yes. That's what we have to do. We have to do the streams, not the highlight videos. Like, we just have to do a stream because then it's just there.
Yeah, we'll do some streams.
You know what I mean? The stream.
Yeah, I agree.
We got. I'll burn through. This is gonna be the last guy I kind of talk about. Julio Jones. Do we kick a can at him or what?
You know what? It's one of those
kind
things.
Of a weird one.
Why? So I don't know what his price is at, but like you get rid of.
I throw 10 million at him.
You get rid of Amari Cooper and you're gonna take a Julio Jones.
Yeah, well, because you're gonna get you get Julio Jones for half the price possibly, or
true
a fucking or a third of the price maybe.
If the price is right, you
great daytime television.
What with Drew? Is it Drew Carey?
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Yeah.
But so look, CeeDee Lamb, if he is going to be your target this year, like Dak doesn't have any chemistry with CeeDee.
This is CeeDee's year, man. He's got to prove it. 88. You're wearing that 88, son.
You need somebody like a Julio Jones or Amari Cooper, or a fucking Devontae Adams to come in and to take the heat off of your weapon. So
you see what they traded for Devontae Adams? Like I would have been willing. That's a guy I would have been fine with the Cowboys trading for.
So what?
100%.
What doesn't make sense going down in Packers town and
Packers Nation,
and maybe we could ask people who follow the Packers. You re-sign Aaron Rodgers and then you let Devontae Adams go. That does not make any sense to me.
Well, they're saying that Adams is the product of Aaron Rodgers. That's the only thing I get out of that, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
that's the only thing. So I'm just gonna quickly scroll, and if we see any names, Leonard Fournette. I mean, we don't need a running back, but that guy's he's a very good.
Hey, that's our bowl. That's our bowl.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's actually it for the, and that's kind of all I have queued up. But is there anything that you guys can think of that we didn't really touch on Michael Gallup? I feel like we talked about it so much in the chat that it kind of got. I'll say this: I fucked up last week after our podcast. We had such good talks about like what was going to happen in free agency, and I just was too lazy to clip it. I fucked up. I went back and watched the whole episode, and I was like, "Oh man, this would have been good. This would have been good for clips. This would have been good for clips."
Off season.
All this shit had happened, and so I'm gonna tomorrow.
You know what it is? Ants on a contract year, and and okay, we see it, we hear it. We're gonna go to the discussion tables, okay?
Does Chad have anything they want to talk about that we missed? Like, what do we got? Let's hear what you guys got.
We got some good viewers. We got some good consistent viewers right now.
Let's hear some anything that. I did see Kilo type this and I didn't talk about it. Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
don't want him. Fuck Cole Beasley.
I don't want him either.
Hey, I guess we can't watch YouTube, but I would not want Cole Beasley on the team. I think it's funny he got cut, to be honest.
I mean, look, if you're gonna get cut from the Bills and you have somebody,
we can do audio.
Josh Allen.
We can do audio. Okay, then I got a banger for you.
Yeah, you could play it. We could listen to audio as long as Adam doesn't pull it up. But you know how he likes to fucking be a little risque.
He likes to risk.
21 Armando, 21.
Oh, what up, bro?
America's team in the building. What's up, fellas?
You basically just missed the whole shit, but you're just. You need another. I'm
gonna crack one for 21 Armando.
Yeah, this is the last one.
And for those of you who are on the TikTok, if you aren't following 21 Armando 21, get in that, son.
He's the perfect timing for a fucking bomb of a hit here. Freshly released wide receiver Cole Beasley, about to lay it down. You know what? This guy, he has stuff to rap about. This is.
What's he gonna say?
Heard this? No. I mean, this is terrible.
Yeah, but this music, and no offense to anyone who makes music, but
no offense.
It's not hard to make.
Did you say no offense to anybody who likes music?
I said no offense to anyone who makes music. This music.
Oh, makes music. He has this
style. It's like it's very. You have to have a nice voice. When I'm listening to his lyrics, it's recorded very nicely. This isn't like wildly difficult to make something that's nice. This is a good song.
This sounds like I Got Cut music.
Who said that?
21 Armando.
Holy fuck, that is gold. He's about to come out with a bomb-ass track after getting cut from Buffalo. I mean, Cole Beasley probably still has a spot in the NFL. I still think he's going to find a spot in the NFL. Do I want it to be? Yeah. Do I want it to be on the Dallas Cowboys? Probably not.
Rodney Peak, are you talking about Kellen Moore? So he's saying, why is Moore getting a pass?
Like if we did you not just hear us talk? You must have not been here when we were talking about Kellen Moore. I think at the start of the season last year, we loved the Dungeon Master. Everything looked awesome. Kellen Moore has not got a pass. Kellen Moore
He's vanilla.
He's vanilla. He's
vanilla pudding. He's no longer
pudding.
DM to me. He's VP. He's the vanilla pudding.
Yeah, he's not DM. He's VP.
2022, the 2022-2023 Can Fan season, we will never. So starting today, we are not calling. Kellen Moore has lost his Dungeon Master.
He's not the Dungeon Master anymore.
He lost his Dungeon Master tag.
He's VP.
He's VP. Vanilla Pudding. And actually, don't even call him VP. Kellen Vanilla Pudding.
Oh my God. He
Yeah.
just got fuck. He's
Dungeon Master did call him fucked up.
Kellen Moore is fucking vanilla pudding. No one likes vanilla pudding.
No one likes.
Like,
no one likes vanilla pudding.
Remember when you were a kid and
You can get vanilla pudding anywhere.
Yeah, like when you got to school and there was vanilla fucking pudding in your lunch, you just fucking threw it at someone.
I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a I want that Neapolitan ice cream.
In your lunch? I feel like by lunchtime that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, no, it would be melty.
If you're gonna have vanilla, so we're talking about vanilla pudding. You can't add anything with vanilla pudding
True.
to make it good. But vanilla ice cream, you're gonna add some chocolate sauce, some caramel sauce, some fucking strawberries, some fucking sprinkles.
Yeah, but Kellen Moore is just a bowl of vanilla plain.
Yeah, he
doing.
fucked up.
He's not adding anything.
He fucked up. Kellen Moore fucked up.
So 21 Armando saying Kellen Moore got away from what we talked about him, and that's why we looked like shit in that playoff game.
Fucking rights, he fucking rights.
Yeah.
Our offense, I mean, the offense as a whole let us down.
Yeah.
Starting with our quarterback, to our play caller, to everyone. I don't know what else you guys. Anything else, or did we fucking? I think that was a pretty good epi.
Are we going? Are we going?
It was
out
a good
with,
epi.
Are we going out with?
Are we going out with this? Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got cut music.
Hey, for the Bandwagon Boys, one in Thailand and the other one sitting beside me, and your host, Anthbest. We'll be back next week. We don't know what time we're going to do, whatever the fuck day we want. If you ain't followed, follow, like, hit subscribe, son. Cole Beasley, play us out.
Hate my fucking self. Most things I wish could be redone. Most times I feel like it's fake. So most times I don't know what's real. And sometimes I don't wanna hate. Sometimes I'm in my feelings. At other times I'm numb. Hey. Sometimes I feel I'm living. At other times I'm done. Yeah. Sometimes my cup half empty, other times